Hello everyone, and welcome to today's deep dive exploration into an unprecedented cinematic showdown, Godzilla vs. Marvel's Fantastic Four. In this video, we are not only exploring a hypothetical crossover event, but also engaging with a rich history of kaiju films and classic superhero narratives. Our discussion will embark on a journey through decades of well-documented lore, technical analysis, and narrative intricacies that have defined these franchises as cultural icons. Whether you are a scholar of film studies or an advanced enthusiast with a passion for comic book history, today's breakdown is set to challenge and entertain you with fact-driven insights and methodical comparisons. Over the years, both Godzilla and Marvel's Fantastic Four have been rooted in their respective mythologies, providing not merely entertainment, but also commentary on societal issues such as technological progress, environmental concerns, and the evolving dynamics of power and responsibility. We will examine Godzilla's evolution from a nuclear allegory to a symbol of nature's might, juxtaposed with the Fantastic Four's journey as pioneers of family dynamics and scientific ingenuity in a world increasingly fraught with unpredictable threats. We will delve into the origins, powers, and pivotal moments for both Godzilla and the Fantastic Four. Our goal is to present a balanced, meticulously researched analysis that is both technically detailed and engaging for experts in the field. Sit back, relax, and get ready for a balanced mix of technical deep dives and friendly banter as we set the stage for this epic face-off. Throughout this video, we will incorporate quantitative data, historical statistics, and concrete examples that explain not only narrative threads, but also mechanical details underlying scripted power dynamics. Prepare to scrutinize scene design, directorial choices, and the sophisticated interplay between visual effects and character development. Join us as we dissect intricate elements with clarity and precision. Godzilla, history, powers, and impact. Godzilla stands as one of the most formidable icons in cinematic history, originating in 1954 as a reflection of post-war anxieties. The monster was initially conceived as a metaphor for nuclear destruction, and over the decades, he has evolved into a multifaceted character whose powers and allegorical significance resonate on many levels. Experts appreciate how his atomic breath, massive size, and near-regenerative capabilities serve as a testament to both the terrors and astonishing possibilities of unchecked technology. With a detailed blend of practical effects and modern CGI, Godzilla's battles are meticulously designed to emphasize both realism and spectacle. From a technical perspective, Godzilla's design embodies numerous adaptive traits. His physiology suggests dense radiation-resistant skin and an immensely powerful skeletal structure capable of supporting his colossal frame. In many films, his combat techniques incorporate a combination of brute force and calculated elemental attacks, making him an ever-evolving phenomenon on screen. Critically, evaluations based on film frame analysis point to his movements being animated with physics-backed simulations that lend an air of credible mass and momentum. Many studies even compared his regenerative ability to advances in bioengineering research, drawing parallels between fictional recovery capabilities and the real-world development of tissue regeneration. Beyond sheer power, Godzilla's narrative impact is profound. Academics have debated his representation as both a destructor and a reluctant guardian, a duality that reflects broader societal conflicts regarding technology and nature. This dual narrative is supported by data from fan surveys showing evolving global perceptions of the creature, from villain to anti-hero. His films have not only generated impressive box office figures, but have also sparked conversations among environmental scientists on the consequences of human interference in natural orders. Furthermore, analysis of Godzilla's battle scenes reveals extensive use of objects' physical properties, including destructible settings and adaptive terrains, lending technical authenticity to his cinematic rampages. Research into these sequences highlights a careful consideration of scale, momentum, and trajectory, factors that enhance the creature's believability among expert audiences. In summary, Godzilla bridges the gap between metaphor and mechanistic marvel, making him a subject of continuous fascination among both fans and scholars. His legacy is underpinned by a rich history of technical evolution, thematic depth, and undeniable cultural influence. To quantify this impact further, Consider the record-breaking viewership statistics of Godzilla films over the decades, combined with critical analyses published in esteemed journals. Detailed breakdowns reveal that Godzilla's films outperform many contemporaries in technical innovation and narrative complexity. This data-driven approach reinforces his status not only as an entertainment phenomenon, but also as a subject worthy of academic inquiry, making him a perpetual catalyst for discussions bridging science, art, and cultural studies. Such quantifiable metrics solidify Godzilla's unrivaled legacy across multiple industries. Marvel's Fantastic Four: Origins, Powers, and Dynamics. Marvel's Fantastic Four, debuting in 1961, revolutionized the superhero genre with a blend of adventure, science, and familial bonds. As Marvel's first family, the group was introduced with a distinct emphasis on human vulnerability and resilience through extraordinary scientific circumstances. The team's origin story begins with an experimental cosmic ray exposure that granted each member unique abilities, fundamentally changing their lives and transforming them into iconic figures in comic book history. In examining their powers, it is essential to delve into the technical underpinnings of each character's abilities. Mr. Fantastic, whose elastic body demonstrates advanced biophysical properties, encapsulates a blend of theoretical physics and materials science. Invisible Woman, with her energy-based force fields, offers insights into quantum field theory and electromagnetic manipulation. The Human Torch serves as a living embodiment of combustion dynamics, showcasing control over plasma states and thermal energies. The Thing's superhuman strength and rock-like exterior are testaments to cellular adaptation under extreme conditions. These properties have been subjects of analysis in both popular science articles and scholarly research. The dynamics of the Fantastic Four extend beyond raw power. Their team cohesion is rooted in complex interpersonal relationships, which serve as a microcosm of familial systems in a high-stakes environment. This interaction is meticulously portrayed through both character-driven narratives and mathematically modeled relationship dynamics, offering rich analytical opportunities for experts studying teamwork strategy. Critical examinations of their interactions reveal a network of support, accountability, and conflict resolution that is as important as their physical battles. Detailed studies emphasize that their synergy is a primary factor in overcoming multifaceted threats. An expert-driven analysis further highlights how the Fantastic Four challenge conventional superhero archetypes by blending personal struggles with scientific progress. Box office data and comic sales figures reflect not only the popularity of the franchise, but also an evolution in narrative sophistication. Researchers continue to explore how their character development mirrors advancements in quantum mechanics, sustainable energy practices, and even emerging theories in genetic engineering. Their story is a prime example of the intersection between science fiction and real-world scientific inquiry, making the Fantastic Four an enduring subject of both cultural and technical study. Furthermore, detailed statistical analyses of comic book arcs and film adaptations provide concrete evidence of the Fantastic Four's impact on both storytelling conventions and scientific plausibility in superhero narratives. Researchers have noted that narrative complexity in key story arcs correlates strongly with improvements in conceptual frameworks for teamwork and innovation. Furthermore, the group's recurring exploration of ethical dilemmas closely ties into broader discussions on scientific responsibility and the management of emergent technologies. Such rigorous analysis continues to captivate experts and audiences alike, reinforcing their lasting legacy immensely. The kaiju versus superhero crossover concept. Blending the world of kaiju and superheroes represents a bold narrative experiment that challenges traditional genre boundaries. This crossover concept invites fans and scholars alike to reimagine both mythos through a technical and narrative lens. Historically, large-scale battles between titanic creatures and teams of superhumans have captivated audiences in films and comic series alike. When these universes meet, the narrative possibilities expand significantly, allowing for detailed discussions on scale, realism, and creative liberties that challenge established storytelling paradigms. At a technical level, integrating Godzilla's kaiju characteristics with the sophisticated abilities of the Fantastic Four raises numerous questions. How do the physics of immense living monsters interact with the scientifically grounded powers of these superheroes? Can Mr. Fantastic's elasticity withstand the sheer impact of Godzilla's titanic force? What are the energy thresholds required for Invisible Woman's force fields to repel an atomic blast? These questions open avenues for numerical simulations, stat-driven comparisons, and detailed scenario modeling that excite experts in both fields. The interplay between biophysics and narrative design invites a rich dialogue where empirical data meets imaginative speculation. Moreover, the crossover concept serves as a metaphor for the collision between nature's raw, uncontrolled power and human ingenuity symbolized by advanced science. Both Godzilla and the Fantastic Four represent divergent responses to technological and environmental challenges, and their confrontation could serve as commentary on how humanity manages, and sometimes fails to manage, its own creations. Analysts suggest that such a narrative could use visual statistics and comparative metrics to showcase destruction versus innovation. Studies even suggest that deploying real-world physics engines could accurately simulate these epic encounters, offering data that is both intriguing and informative. Overall, this hybrid concept has the potential to generate both qualitative and quantitative research, from frame-by-frame battle analyses to in-depth studies of character-driven, strategic interactions. It embodies a speculative yet rigorous approach that bridges speculative fiction with proven scientific principles, making it a fascinating area for future exploration among professionals, academics, and creative minds. To further illustrate, recent case studies in interactive media have begun to simulate such crossovers, utilizing advanced graphics engines and real-time physics modeling. These initiatives not only enhance viewer immersion, but also provide valuable data for comparative studies. By marrying artistic vision with hard science, the crossover concept invites a new era of narrative creativity that is both innovative and rigorously informed by empirical research. Experts eagerly anticipate further quantified insights with measurable precision. Tactical analysis when Godzilla meets the Fantastic Four. Let's now dive into a tactical analysis of this epic confrontation by breaking down the combat strategies, physical attributes, and numerical data associated with both Godzilla and the Fantastic Four. First, consider Godzilla's inherent advantages: his massive size, towering presence, and the devastating power of his atomic breath provide him with overwhelming force. Analysis of his kinetic energy output indicates that his tail and physical strikes can generate impacts measured in thousands of tons of force. Advanced simulation models often factor in momentum and mass distribution, which consistently highlight Godzilla's ability to absorb and redirect dynamic energy during collisions. Engineers and physicists have quantified such collisions using finite element analysis, revealing data that supports his status as a practically indestructible force in urban landscapes. Switching to the Fantastic Four, each member showcases a distinct tactical profile that complements collective team strategies. Mr. Fantastic's malleable form allows him to stretch and contort, providing him a unique combat edge by evading direct hits and exploiting weak points in enemy defenses. Invisible Woman's ability to manipulate energy barriers offers not only defensive coverage, but also possibilities for offensive maneuvers through kinetic redirection and counterforce applications. The Human Torch's control over combustion parameters and heat signatures presents opportunities to create focused energy blasts that may, theoretically, overload Godzilla's atomic defenses. The Thing's raw strength, quantified in precise metric tons, supports primary assault roles and effective shock absorption during high-impact collisions. In a hypothetical skirmish, simulation platforms suggest multiple scenarios ranging from urban arena battles to rural industrial environments. Detailed statistical models indicate that when isolated, Godzilla's damage output far exceeds that of individual Fantastic Four members. However, the team's coordinated tactical plays, such as distraction maneuvers and synchronous attacks, could potentially neutralize colossal threats. Expert analyses propose that using real-time data, including heat maps and damage potential matrices, the Fantastic Four might create temporary vulnerabilities in Godzilla's defense mechanisms. Studies using computational fluid dynamics have also modeled the shockwaves produced by Godzilla's movements, providing insight into environmental interactions that may be leveraged by the team. Moreover, Employing advanced strategic simulations reveals that environmental factors, such as building density, terrain variability, and energy absorption properties of urban materials, can significantly influence the outcome of such an encounter. By adjusting variables in controlled experimental setups, analysts have demonstrated that the Fantastic Four might harness these elements to form a dynamic battle plan. For instance, Mr. Fantastic could utilize the urban fabric to trap the kaiju temporarily, while Invisible Woman and the Human Torch initiate coordinated barriers and energy blasts. Ultimately, these tactical strategies rely on real-time assessments, precise metrics, and cross-disciplinary collaboration among engineers, physicists, and narrative theorists, creating a rich tapestry of combat possibilities that balance sheer power with inventive teamwork. Further detailed analysis incorporating real-world combat simulation data and expert strategic reviews confirms that collaboration, adaptability, and precise measurements are indispensable assets in overcoming challenges posed by Godzilla's overwhelming force. These insights provide a robust framework for predicting outcomes and understanding each character's tactical efficacy. Fan theories, symbolism, and thematic implications. Among the most captivating aspects of this hypothetical matchup are the wide-ranging fan theories and interpretative analyses that have emerged over the years. Enthusiasts, critics, and scholars have long speculated about the symbolic convergence of Godzilla's raw elemental might and the Fantastic Four's embodiment of human innovation and cohesiveness. Some fans argue that Godzilla represents a force of nature unleashed, tied inexorably to the issues of environmental degradation and technological hubris. In contrast, the Fantastic Four are seen as champions of adaptability, scientific progress, and the inherent value of family and teamwork. Delving into symbolism, experts note that every element, from Godzilla's atomic breath to the humanistic vulnerabilities of the Fantastic Four, carries multifaceted meanings. Godzilla's destructive power, for instance, is often interpreted as a cathartic response to modernity's excesses, while the hero's shared resilience symbolizes the triumph of unity over chaos. Scholarly critiques have quantified these thematic elements through sentiment analysis and frequency mapping of key motifs in cinema and comics alike, revealing statistically significant correlations between public sentiment and narrative evolution. Thematic implications go beyond mere entertainment. They extend into broader societal commentaries on the balance between nature and technology, human fallibility, and the cyclical nature of progress and regression. In various fan discussions and academic lectures, detailed diagrams and complex charts are used to map out ideological intersections. Overall, the fan theories not only enrich the narrative experience, but also foster an environment where expert analysis and creative speculation converge, offering a comprehensive view into how these iconic entities symbolize broader cultural and philosophical debates. Furthermore, these discussions are fueled by quantitative research that measures audience reactions and draws empirical comparisons with historical narratives. Advanced surveys and digital analytics further support the idea that these symbols resonate deeply with modern societal challenges. Thus, global symbolism remains central to understanding. Conclusion and future prospects. In conclusion, our in-depth exploration of Godzilla and Marvel's Fantastic Four presents a compelling scenario where raw, ancient power meets cutting-edge scientific prowess. By integrating meticulous tactical analysis and empirical research, we have illuminated potential narrative dynamics that appeal to both expert audiences and dedicated fans alike. This discussion not only strengthens our understanding of character evolution and strategic combat, but also opens avenues for future cinematic and academic collaborations. Looking ahead, prospective projects may further refine these simulated encounters using advanced technologies and cross-disciplinary approaches. We invite you to share your thoughts, join the debate, and continue exploring the fascinating intersections of pop culture and hard science as we chart new territories together. As our community grows, so does the opportunity to deepen our analytical methods and narrative explorations. Stay tuned for follow-up videos that will further dissect these technical and thematic dimensions with precise data and innovative perspectives.